In the name of Allah, the most gracious, most merciful. My name is Rima Al-Jarf. I'm a professor of English and Translation. Today, my lecture is about double letters and how we pronounce them. Now, we have double letters in English in different places in words. For example, there are double letters before ing. When we add ing to a verb, sometimes we double the last letter, as in rubbing, and sobbing. Here we have a double B before the ing. In this column, in the second column, we have a double D before the ing. Shedding, nodding, shredding, wedding. In the third column, we have a double G before ing, begging, lugging, bagging, lagging, sagging. In the last column, we have a double L before ing, compelling, traveling, canceling. Now, next to traveling and canceling, there is an asterisk because here we have two spellings. Traveling can be spelled with a double L or just one L, single L. Canceling can be also spelled with a double L or a single L. More words with double letters before ing. We have words with double M before ing: swimming, trimming, humming. Words with a double N before ing: planning, running, winning. We have words with a double P before ing: stopping, hopping, dropping. Words with a double R before ing: transferring, occurring, and referring. We have words with a double T before ing: plotting, cutting, hitting, sitting, setting, letting, lifting. Now in this table, we have other words with double letters. Now in the first column, I have words with a double B: abbreviate, abbot, abscess, scribble, abbey, scrabble, bubble, rabbit. Now in the second column, I have words with a double C: account, accurate, occupy, occupation, accord, occur, occurrence, soccer, accuse. Now the words in bold, these are usually mispronounced by Arab students. They would say account, accord, occur, occurrence. And this is wrong pronunciation. Why do they geminate the C, pronounce the C with force as if there were two C's? Of course, there are. In spelling, there are two C's, but in pronunciation, we only pronounce one. Because in Arabic, we have double letters. And what we do, we delete one letter. When we have double consonants, we do not spell the same consonant twice. We spell it once, and we add a little diacritic on top of the letter. And when we see this, we know that here we need to geminate the letter. That's why when Arab students see certain words with double letters, what they do, they geminate the double letters in the English words exactly like they do in Arabic, and this is wrong. In English, we do not geminate double letters in pronunciation. So it should be account, accord, occur, occurrence. Same thing with double L. Allow, allowance, collaborate, collective, alleviate, allotment, allomorph, allophone, and alliteration. Okay, also here, Some Arab students, they mispronounce words with a double L as in allow. They would say allow, allowance. Sorry, the A is missing here. And collaborate and collective. This is wrong pronunciation. There is no gemination. It should be allow, allowance, collaborate, collective, alleviate, allotment, allomorph, allophone, and alliteration. Okay, we also have words with a double M like commence, command, comment, communicate. Same thing. Some Arab students would geminate the M here. They would say commence, command, or command and comment. And this is wrong pronunciation. There is no gemination in English in these words. Commence, command, comment, and communicate. We also have words with a double N, like manner, annual, announce, announcement, millennium, anniversary, channel, panel, connect, connection. Like before, some Arab students, they would geminate the double letters in words like announce. They would say announce, sorry, it's misspelled, and announcement, connect, connection. And this is wrong pronunciation. It should be announce, announcement, connect, connection. In the second column, I have words with a double P, appoint, approve, appendix, apprehend, and appointment. Some Arab students mispronounce the word appointment. They would say appointment. They would geminate the P. There is no gemination in English. It should be appointment, just one P. In the third column, I have words with a double S, assess, assessment, assignment, assistant, assume, assumption, profess, professor, possession, possess, and classify. Here again, some Arab students, they mispronounce the words assessment, assignment, assistant, and assumption. They would say assessment, assignment, assistant, assumption. No, this is wrong pronunciation. It should be assessment with one S. It's pronounced with one S. Assignment, assistant, assumption. In the last column, I have words with double T, attend, attendance, attest, attach, attachment, attract, attempt, attribute, and attraction. Here again, some Arab students, they mispronounce the words attend, attendance, attachment, attempt. All these words, regardless of which consonant is doubled, they are pronounced with a single consonant phoneme, not two, not geminated. Some students, they would say attend, attendance, attachment, attempt. No, this is wrong pronunciation. You should say attend, attendance, attachment, attempt. No gemination. Okay, we have words with a double C. And I have two groups here. On the left, the words are account, occur, occurrence, according, occasion, accompany, occupy, account, succor, occupation. Okay, here in these words, the double C, they are pronounced ka. Account, occur, occurrence, according, and occasion, accompany, occupy, account, succor, occupation. Here again, some Arab students, they mispronounce the words account, occur, occurrence, according, occasion. They would say account, occur, occurrence, according, occasion, with geminated ka. No gemination in English in these words. They should be pronounced account, occur, occurrence, according and occasion. Now, in the second group of words, we also have a double C, but one C is pronounced ka, the second C is pronounced sa. Accent, success, succeed, access, accept, accident, and occident. Okay, so one C is pronounced ka, the other C is pronounced sa, whereas here both are pronounced ka. How can we tell? There is no rule. We have to memorize them. We have to memorize the words that contain a double C and the C's are pronounced ka, and also memorize the words that contain a double C and one C is pronounced ka, the other C is pronounced sa. There is no rule by which you can tell when you look at the word, see the words, that here it should be ka and here it should be ksa. Okay, now I come to words where we have either a double m, and here I have words that begin with im, and words that begin with il, and words that begin with in, and words that begin with ir, like here, ir. Okay, so I have two columns and two groups of words. Now, the words on the left are pronounced immediate, immersion, immense, immune, immunity, immigrate, and immigrant. But some Arab students would say immediate, immersion, immense, and this is wrong pronunciation, as I said before, because there is no gemination in these words in English. They should be pronounced with a light M. Immediate, immersion, immense. But in the second column, I have also im at the beginning of these words, but they are geminated. The two M's are geminated. Immoral, immature, immortal, immeasurable, immovable, immaterial, immodest. Why? Because here we have two parts. The second part is a word, full word, whereas the first part is extra. It's a prefix. And the im here is the negative prefix. So if we have a negative prefix or any other prefix that ends with the same consonant as the consonant with which the word begins, then we geminate the double letter. So in this column, the words are immoral, immature, immortal, immeasurable, immovable, immaterial, and immodest. Similarly, when we have a double L, so the words in the left column are pronounced illustrate, illustration, illusion, illicit, illuminate. So here we have ill, but the ill is part of the word, and the ill here is part of illustration, and part of illusion, and part of illicit, and part of illuminate. If we separate the I and the L, then the word would be a nonsense word. It would not be a real word. However, in the second column, illegal, illegitimate, illegible, illogical, illiterate, and illiteracy. Here, the ill is a prefix, negative prefix. So the word is legal, and then we add ill, and it becomes illegal. So in words that begin with a negative prefix, we geminate illegal, illegitimate, illegible, illogical, illiterate, and illiteracy. Okay, similarly, uh, words that begin with inner, innovation, innovative, innocent, innate. Now, the in here, first in, is part of the word. In inner, innovation, innovative, we cannot separate it. If we separate it, there is no word ner, no word novation, no word nocent, no word nate. In the second group of words, in the second column, unnatural, unnecessary, unnoticeable, unnegotiable, unnoticed, unnamed, innumerable. Now, un and in, they are negative prefixes and they end with n. So here we have like two parts. We have the word and we have the negative prefix at the beginning of the word. That's why we geminate, because we have here word boundary. So unnatural, unnecessary, unnoticed, unnoticeable, unnegotiable, unnoticed, unnamed, innumerable. Okay, now here I have words with a double R. In the first column, worry, terrorist, correspond, corrosive, curriculum, correct, correction, corrupt, corruption. Now, in words like curriculum, correct, correction, corrupt, corruption, some Arab students make mistakes in pronunciation. They mispronounce these words, especially because they have a double R and they think the double R should be geminated. So some students would say curriculum, correct, correction, corrupt, corruption. No gemination in these words. They should be pronounced with a plain R, curriculum, correct, correction, corrupt, corruption. Now here I have the with an I at the beginning of the word, irrigate, irrigation, eruption, irritate, irritation, it's misspelled, I'm sorry, eruption, irrigate, irrigation. And also words that begin with E and then double R, like erroneous and error. Here there is no gemination, but some Arab students would say irritation, irrigation, eruption, irrigate. There is no gemination like Arabic. A plain R, irritate, irritation, eruption, irrigate, irrigation, erroneous, and error. Okay, now here in column 3, I have irregular, irreversible, irrelevant, irrational, irresponsible, irrecoverable, irremovable, irreversible, irreligious. Now here we geminate. Why? Because we have word boundary. We have two parts. We have the word and we have a prefix at the beginning of the word. So, but the is not an original part of the word, like irritate. Irritate, the is part of the word. In eruption, the is part of the word. In irrigation, it's part of the word. But in irregular, it's not. This is the negative prefix. Irregular, irreversible, irrelevant, irrational, irresponsible, irrecoverable, irremovable, irreversible, and irreligious. Okay, so whenever we have word boundary and the word begins with a negative prefix, then we geminate. Similarly, not only when we have a negative prefix, but whenever we have a prefix like over or counter. Now, over ends with an R, counter ends with an R, and the words begin with an R. So here again, we geminate because we have word boundary. Over, regulating, override, overwrite. Even if the word right is spelled with a W, the W here is silent. We don't look at the spelling. We pay attention to the pronunciation. It's pronounced right. So over, right, overwrite, over respond, counter response, counter reaction, counter rally, counter reform, counter response or respond. Okay, so when we have a prefix and added to the word, and the prefix ends with the same letter as the first letter in the word, then we geminate. With this, I come to the end of today's lecture about double consonants and how they are pronounced. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for your attention and hope to see you in the next lecture, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.